Attention, pros. Call it wrong. Whoops, you should have froze. On Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Good to have you here. Thank you. And I must say about that opening poem, you have a terrific sense of humor. Penny Roberts of Bath, Maine. Thank you, Penny, for that opening poem. And now let's open the board and get to the cards. Janice and Bettina, if you will, load in the cards. We have a game in progress with these Card Sharks. Joe Leisha, our champion. Hi, Joe. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Belly dancer, huh? You like to belly dance?
Oh, I love it.
When did you start belly dancing?
Since I was 6.
That's an unusual hobby for a gentleman to take up.
Well, you know, when you like sports, you know, you get involved in anything.
True. And Joe has won $10,100 to contribute to his sports.
That's right.
Our challenger, Johnette Evans. Johnette Owens, I'm sorry, Johnette. And I've got to ask you some more about your son, because it sounds like your son is the apple of your eye. 22.
Yes, he is, and I adore him.
That's super. What is he doing now with his life?
He's in the U.S. Army, stationed in Korea.
Good, but he's going to be coming home soon, huh?
Yes.
Can't wait, right?
Cannot wait.
Good. Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
Good luck to both of you. Each player has a deck of 52 playing cards. They're shuffled. The players cut them before we go on the air. Joe, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red cards. Johnette, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue cards. And as you can see with the game in progress, Joe needs 3 cards. Johnette needs 4. And more important, in the best 2 out of 3 match, Joe has the first game in the match. So, Johnette, you need this game. Question 3, as we left off, goes to you, Johnette. We asked 100 single women. Have you ever lied and told a man you were busy just because he asked you out at the last minute? How many women admitted they had?
Okay, well, I am now single, and I know that I have done it a lot. So I am going to say the number is very high. I'm going to go as, well, 68.
68.
68.
68.
Yes.
You mean if a man called you at 7:30 to go out at 8 o'clock, you wouldn't go, huh?
I would have to really like him.
Oh, I see. She says that 68 women have said no to a man just because it was at the last moment, Joe. Higher or lower?
I think it's going to be lower because the women are looking forward to go out and have fun.
So you say lower.
Exactly.
If it is lower, Joe, you'll go to the board first. If not, it'll be Jeanette. And the actual number of single women who have told a man they were busy because he asked them out at the last minute is 54. It's lower, Joe. Joe, we left off with a base card of a 9. Whenever you win the question, you have the right to change it.
Please.
And he wants to change it to a 2. A great change.
I go higher.
Higher than a 2. It is a 9. Remember, you can freeze at any time.
I'll freeze.
Joe freezes, needing 2 cards for the championship. We are at sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards. Control most important. Joe, now, I must say, our man on the street went above and beyond the call of duty on this one. Our man on the street went to a Saturday children's matinee at a movie theater. Of the first 100 kids that he looked at, how many were eating popcorn?
Okay, in matinee, it will be high. It will be like 70.
70 of those kids were eating popcorn, Johnette.
That's right.
Popcorn. When I go to the movies, first thing I want is popcorn. So I'm going to say the number is higher.
Higher than that?
Yes.
Even to think about it, I get something caught in my teeth. The actual number of kids who were eating popcorn is 31, not higher, Joe.
All right.
Joe, you need 2 cards to win. Jeanette needs 4. Do you want to play it or pass it, Joe?
I like to pass it.
You'll pass it. Jeanette, he leads 1 game to nothing. You need all 4 cards. 1 mistake and Joe wins the championship. With a queen, call this.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. It is a 10. Yes, you're still in it.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. A 7. You're still in it at halfway.
Lower.
Going against the odds.
Against the odds.
She thinks this is lower than a 7. No, it's higher, Jack. And Joe wins the championship. What prompted you to go against the odds on the 7?
When I play it at home, I always go lower on the 7. I just
Just had a feeling.
Yes.
Janet, thank you for joining us. You're a
thank
nice
you.
lady. It's nice to see
Thank
someone
you.
who has the kind of pride they have in your son.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Janet
bye-bye.
Owens. Thank you, Janet. Joe, come on down here. Third time with the money cards coming up.
Yeah, thank you.
Joe's going to go for the big dollars right after we take time out for this, so please watch. And our champion, Joe Leisha, who has $10,200 ready to add to that total.
Yes, I will try to add it up.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Joe. You've been doing well. Let's do it again. Joe, that other $200 was the money you won in this game. Yours to keep. With a brand new deck of cards all shuffled and cut. New money to play with. Starting on the bottom line, we give you $200. These 3 cards. Move up to the second level, we add another $200 and 3 more cards. Your minimum bets are $50, Joe, until you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must bet at least half the dollars. You've got a good total. Let's see if we can double it or better. Here's $200. As in the game, Joe, you start on the bottom level with a choice of 2 base cards. Remember, you can change your base card when you move up to the second level, and you can change it again before you make that big bet. With $200, you're starting with a 4. Pretty good card. You want to play it?
Yeah, I think I will play it. It's low enough. I will bet 100 is going to be higher.
Half the money, $100.
Yeah.
Higher than a 4? It is an ace. Very much higher.
I bet $300 is going to be lower.
All of it lower than an ace. It is a 10, $600.
Okay. I'll bet 200 it's going to be lower.
$200 lower than a 10. Yes, a 2.
Yeah.
$800 up goes the 2. You get another $200, $1,000 and a great
I'll
card.
bet the whole thing, $1,000. The next card is going to be higher.
$1,000 higher than a 2. Oh, no! Oh, what a time for that to happen. Oh, Joe, doggone it. The cards were going so good for you for a while there.
You can't help it. You know.
But you still have $10,200,
right.
Joe. Come on down here. That's tough. You got to go with the 2s when they come up.
Right. You know, that's the only card you can bet on high.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Well, we'll meet a new challenger right after this. Who knows? Joe may get another shot at the money card, so don't go away. Back with our champion, Joe Leisha. Tough luck on those money cards.
Yes, unbelievable.
But you've had 2 good ones, though, in a row.
That's right.
Cannot complain too much.
Cannot.
Are you ready, Joe?
Yes, I am.
Let's deal out 2 brand new decks of cards and meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Sue Pastula. Hi, Sue. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us about yourself, if you will.
I'm Sue Pastula. I'm a student at Cal State Northridge. I'm working towards my master's in fine arts. I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I'm excited. I've been waiting for such a long time.
Good.
Guys.
Oh. You're working on your master's in what?
Fine arts.
Pardon me, Joe, if I'm standing in front of you
No,
here.
that's all
Okay.
right.
And what do you want to do?
Drawing and painting. I really love
Oh,
to
super.
paint.
Would you like to be an artist then?
I would love to.
Good.
Sort of.
Good. You more relaxed now?
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck. Sue, you'll play the lower cards, the blue cards. Joe, the upper cards, the red cards. And Joe, we asked 100 single women between the ages of 21 and 40. Which famous bachelor would you rather marry? Prince Charles of England or Joe Namath? How many women said they would rather marry Prince Charles?
The people who would like to get married to Prince Charles, it will be high because, you know, it's a prince. And it's an honor to get married to a prince or a king or what have you. So the number will be like 80.
80 would rather marry Prince Charles than Joe
Between
Namath.
21 and 40. Wait a minute, I got an answer. It's great. It's great. Between 21 and 40, those are your women. That's the prime of their life. They want a swinger. They're not going to want slower.
Lower. What do you mean a swinger, not a...
Prince Charles is very distinguished, and Joe Namath, you know, you think about
Well,
disco dancing.
we had a poll a little while ago, and I know he only got famous because he looks like me. That's the only thing. Sue, you say lower. The actual number of single women who would rather marry Prince Charles is 45. It's lower. Sue. Sue, your base card is a jack.
That's a good card, and I'd like to go lower.
Lower than a jack. No winner, the jack. Ooh, there's a break for the champion who will play a big ace.
Oh, I love it. I like to go lower.
Lower than an ace. It is a 9.
All right. I freeze.
You'll freeze, taking that one card advantage as we fill in the space. And Sue, the first question to you. We asked 100 women. If you were wearing a dress you bought in a bargain basement and someone asked you how much it cost, would you tell the truth? How many women said they would tell the truth?
Oh, it's terrible to say, but I think that a lot of women would lie. And
so how many would tell the truth?
I'd say about 23.
23 would tell the truth about the bargain basement dress.
I think they will be higher because they want to show that they are really good bargainer. You know.
Ah,
sure.
Good reason for that logic. Let's find out. The actual number of women who would tell the price of the cheap dress is 80. Very much higher, Joe.
Right.
You may be right about the bargaining.
I'd like
You've got
to
a
change
9,
the base
Joe.
card, please.
And he'll change it to another
Oh,
ace.
beautiful. I go lower.
Lower than an ace. It is a 10.
Yeah. I will freeze.
You'll freeze. Again, taking it one card at a time. And Joe, we asked 100 married men. If your wife telephoned you at home and said, whatever you do, don't look in the hall closet, would you look anyway? How many married men said they would look in the hall closet?
A lot of them, they will look. They are curious and they want to find out what's going on. So it will be like 80 will be curious.
80 married men would look in the hall closet anyway, Sue.
I'd like to think that they would listen to their wives and respect what they say to them, but I hate to say that. I think it will be higher than that, though.
Even higher.
Even higher.
Open the door. Hello there, Harvey.
Yeah.
The actual number of married men who would look in the hall closet, even if their wives told them not to, is 46. It is not higher, Joe.
Beautiful. Okay.
And they would respect them, yes. With a 10,
I'd like
Joe,
to
do you
change
want
that base card, please.
Again, Joe changes the base card, and not an ace, but a king.
I go lower then.
Lower than a king, a 4.
I will go higher.
For the first game of the match, higher than a 4. It is a 5, and he did it. Game 1 to the champion. Janice, if you will, set up for game 2. Sue, I think you're going to have to get a question right to get it.
I'm going to do this one. I'm sorry, but you're going to lose the next one.
This is it. You got him now, Sue. You got his number.
Yeah.
Same 2 decks of cards. If you can remember what's been played, it is often a help. Sue, we asked 100 women. Have you ever told a man you loved him before he said it to you? How many women said they were the first to say, I love you?
I feel that women are more romantic than men at times. Oh, I'm going to get slapped for that one. I'd say that it's quite high. About 76.
76 women were the first to say, I love you, Joe.
I think the number will be lower than that because women has their own way of making the men say, I love you.
Oh,
You know, so they would be lower.
They maneuver
They
him.
expecting it from the husband or from the girlfriend or from boyfriend.
Or girlfriend or boyfriend,
Or
right.
whatever.
The actual number of women who have told a man they loved him before he said it to them is 44. It's lower, Joe. Yeah. And your base card, Joe, is a 7.
Oh, I'd like to change the base card, please.
Changing the 7 to a 2, and
beautiful.
again a good change.
I go higher.
Higher than a 2.
Definitely higher.
Oh, no! Another 2 in the cards. Backfire for Joe.
Yeah.
Sue, a break. You'll play a king.
Oh, beautiful. Higher.
Higher?
Higher. Higher.
Sue,
Lower.
let me explain something to you.
I realized it was a
You
high
see,
card. I meant lower.
you see, there's only an ace higher than that,
I
Sue.
take it all back. Turn the tape back.
Which do you like?
Lower.
Lower, she said. Isn't that
thank you.
amazing? She said lower. Okay, if this is an ace,
I kept
we're all
thinking it
going to
was a high
die.
card.
Lower than a king, it is a 2. Now, Sue, there's nothing lower than a 2.
Higher.
Higher, she says. Higher than a 2. Yes, with a 10. Remember, you can freeze at any time.
I'm going to freeze.
You'll freeze. Sue needs 2 cards to tie things up. We'll fill in the space for Joe. And the question to you, Joe. We asked 100 police women across the country. Have you ever cried while on duty? How many police women said they had cried on duty?
They will cry, but not in front of the the other people.
Perpetrator, I guess, is the word.
No, they will hold themselves real good. So I would say the number will be very low, like 20.
20 have cried on duty, Sue. Policewomen.
Well, I believe that you have to be a strong person to do that, to have that kind of a job. And I'm going to go higher.
You're going to go higher, going with the odds a
I
bit.
changed right in the middle of my sentence.
The actual number of policewomen who had cried while on duty is... That was a good change, Sue. It's 44. It's higher.
I want to change that base card, please.
Changing the 10 to another 10. Got to play
different
that one.
color. Lower.
Lower than a 10. Yes, a 3.
I'm sorry. Higher.
Higher than a 3 to tie up the match. She did it for the king. We've got a tie. And we'll set up for the tiebreaker. Each player with one game and $100 with a tiebreaker. Just 3 cards up there and 3 questions here. And the question goes to you, Sue. We asked 100 women. If your best friend gave a party but did not invite you, would you stop speaking to her? How many women said they would stop speaking to her?
There'd have to be a reason for that. I don't believe that if it's your best friend, you're going to speak. You're going to have to call her up and say, "I hate you." So I'd say about maybe 10. Or
10.
No, 15.
15 would stop speaking, Joe.
I would say it will be higher than that.
Higher.
Higher than that.
The actual number of women who, if they were not invited to their best friend's party, would stop speaking to her is 18. It's higher by 3, Joe. It is higher, and it is Joe, and your base card is an 8, right up the middle. Do you want it?
I like to change the base card, please.
Changing the 8 to an ace
Beautiful,
again, the
beautiful.
third
I go
ace. Lower than an ace. It is a 9 now. Big decision.
I will go higher.
You're going to go for it? Higher against the odds
Higher.
for the win?
Higher.
No, it is lower. Sue is still in it. And Sue gets a free chance to play a 3. Higher than a 3. A 5.
Freeze!
You'll freeze. Sue needs 1 card. She freezes. We'll fill in Joe's 2 spaces. The question to you, Joe. We asked 100 people in Portland, Maine, does your doctor make house calls? How many people in Portland, Maine said yes?
The number will be a little bit high there because Portland, Maine is not a big place.
How many had
it's-
doctors who make house calls?
They will be like 60.
60. Sue, higher or lower?
Lower. I believe that that's
Very firm
lower.
about that.
Portland, Maine's a big city.
The actual number of people in Portland, Maine whose doctor makes house calls is 45. It's lower. Sue.
I want to change my base card.
She's going to change the 5, and this could be a big change. A 6. Not a better card. Sue, make that big call.
Higher.
Higher. For the championship. Yes! We have a new champion on Card Shark. Thank you, Sue. Joe, you're leaving us with $10,300. Joe Leisha. Thank you, Joe. Sue, come on down here. Congratulations. We'll be right back, right after this commercial message. Good win.
I had to be if everybody in the room was getting mad.
We're back with our champion, and the cards have been dealt out in front of the audience. Sue, good luck. Here's $200. A choice of 2 base cards on the bottom level. We'll ring up the $200 for you, Sue. There it is. And this base card is a king.
Good card. Good card. Lower.
How much money?
Oh, I'm so used to playing the other game. Okay. All of it lower.
All of it, $200.
lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, with a 6. 400, Sue, and a 6.
$100 higher.
$100 higher than a 6. It is an 8. Up to $500.
$100 higher.
$100 higher again. No, it's a 2, but a pretty good trade for
Yeah,
$100.
yeah.
Up goes the 2. We give you the other $200 of betting money. $600 and a 2.
$500 higher.
Holding a little back. $500 higher than a 2. Yes, with a 7, you've got $1,100.
$100 higher.
$100 higher than a 7. No, it's another 3, but a good trade. $1,000 and a 3.
$500 higher.
$500 higher than a 3. A king for $1,500. And another good card. Up goes the card. I'm sure you want to play it. You want to play one of the big bets, Sue?
All of it lower.
All of it.
All of it lower.
$1,500 bet.
Why is she leaving?
Ever bet that much money, Sue?
No! No, I'm not even in Vegas.
You will have nothing or $3,000 if this is lower than a king. It is for $3,000. Congratulations. My goodness, come down here.
No, it's $20.
$20 was your biggest bet.
Biggest bet.
You fooled me when you bet conservatively on the 2 and came back strong.
Yeah.
We'll be right back right after this commercial message. Yeah, you bet the 2 you held back. She just looked at the money, $3,200. Yes. Sue Pasula will be the new challenger on our next show on Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now.
A representative of the studio audience may receive Dane Craft's jewelry creations designed with classic beauty reflecting the harmony of elegance and style. A handsome and unique original Primavera collection furnished by Dane Craft. And some of our contestants will receive Hamilton Beach's new espresso coffee maker. Brews 1 to 4 demi-tasse espresso cups in a carafe. Convenient on-off switch. Double spout nozzle fills 2 separate cups furnished by Hamilton Beach Scoville. And St. Mary's automatic blanket with new silent quadrated solid state control. Automatically pre-warms your bed and keeps you comfy all night. And the Honeywell smoke and fire detector with exclusive sensitivity switch, 30-day low battery warning and convenient test disc. Trust Honeywell to protect your family. And introducing exhilarating, vibrant, vital Jovan Sports Sense. For him, for her, because life is a contact sport. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.